Well, it's October 20th. We had a pretty late start to season this year. Just been super busy with work. I've actually only hunted one time so far, one afternoon. Really wasn't that good of an afternoon, but it was the time I had to go. So now here we are, October 20th. West Tennessee season has been open since the last weekend of September, and I am on my way to Nebraska. Nebraska season opens September 1st. We have rifle season coming in. It should be here, I think it's the 14th of November. And we're gonna try and come up here and rifle hunt. But first, I am on my way up there now. We're gonna go ahead and put some of these new Browning wireless cameras up. Try and see if we can get a little intel this year on what we've got. You know, last year I came up here and I shot that nice 8-pointer, 9-pointer, whatever you want to call him, with my bow. Great deer, but at the same time I was here for one hunt. I ended up killing him on my first set, and don't know if he was the biggest deer on the farm or the smallest deer on the farm. So anyway, we're headed back up here now, or I'm headed back up here, going up here solo. Gonna get some cameras out. Probably hunt a day or two, just because it's like a 15-hour drive. Gets a little tiresome to drive straight up here and turn around and drive back. But well, we just got here to the property. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple of these cameras set up. Landowner's over here. Looks like he's cutting some silage. So with him being in here running and making some noise, I feel like it's a good time to drop in there and get a couple of these cameras set up, since it's already something going on in there. Make sure we can get some service up here in Nebraska. Sometimes it's a little tough getting the signal, but we're gonna set them up, see what'll happen, and maybe we'll be getting some pictures here for long. Kind of let us know what's coming through. It's easy down in here to kind of see where we're going to put some cameras and things of that nature, and it's probably 75 turkeys out in that field, and that's where we were supposed to be this spring had it not been for COVID. So just kind of shows you that birds are definitely here. We only got to turkey hunt this place one time, but it's definitely a bunch of birds here. I didn't bring my big camera. All I was planning on doing was just hanging these trail cameras, but not sure if y'all can see that or not, but it's a bunch of turkeys out there. Well, it's midday here on the 21st. Just went in and put a couple cameras up. A deer blowing at us right here by the truck. Crazy. Anyway, we went in, put a couple cameras up. Actually ended up seeing a pretty nice deer bedded down in the woods. It was a bunch of turkeys in front of us. They ended up going that way, and there's that doe. They ended up going that way. He got up and just kind of fed off. Watched him go out into the corn and then end up just feeding off into the thicket. Anyway, pretty nice deer. It'd be debatable on whether he was a shooter or not, but anyway, got a spot up here really close to where I shot my buck last year. They're going to be cutting silage pretty close to me, but there's a lot of rubs, a lot of scrapes, and just kind of banking on the idea that maybe that won't affect them very much. I don't know, just it's hard not knowing anything about this place. Seeing all that sign there, which all that sign was there without them cutting silage, but at the same time, if they were coming through there, it's hard for me to turn away from that spot. So we're on our last afternoon here in Nebraska. It is cold. It's a slight drizzle. Might change over to snow, they say. And I don't know if y'all can hear, but they're still cutting silage. It's made it tough just because where all the deer sign is, like I've told y'all, that's where they're cutting silage. So when you come up here blind to a place like this, the only way I know to hunt is to go off of sign. And with all the sign being, for the most part, over there where they're cutting, it's kind of had the deer on camera at night, and we can't do anything with a nighttime deer. So anyway, it is what it is. Settled into our last sit. We'll come back up here for rifle season on the 14th of November, but we got about 70 turkeys out here in the field. A couple of them are pretty decent long beards, a lot of hens. Ended up having 13 hens and a poult come by right here as I was pulling all my stuff up, and I've seen a few doe so far, but it's just been pretty slow this trip. So anyway, we're gonna ride it out here till dark, and then we'll pack it all up and head back to Tennessee tomorrow. Get ready for that season. I think our season there comes in the 7th. So we've got about 2 weeks, and I've still got a little bit of work to get done. A couple stands to hang and stuff. Want to get some of these Browning cameras up. I'm gonna leave one of the wireless cameras up here. End up bringing one of them back and put it on one of our Tennessee farms.